Hey there, and welcome back to the club, and welcome to another art challenge. Today we're going to be transforming Pikachu into a monstrous beast. So the first thing we're going to focus on are the eyes, and Pikachu has little round black eyes, so we're going to change his expression so he looks like a fierce creature. So we want to start by drawing in a fierce brow expression. Starting on the left, I'm going to draw a curve coming down. From here we're going to turn up the inside. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. We're going to leave a little bit of a space in the middle here. Starting from the inside, we'll curve down, and we'll curve up to the outside of the right eye. Let's tuck the eyeballs underneath, so it's almost like a half circle. We're going to leave a slight overlap on the outside, and draw a half circle tucked in underneath the brow. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So curving all the way around. We're going to draw that little highlight on the top left. Starting on the left side, we're going to draw a circle, and we're going to color the outside area in black. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So a highlight circle on the top left, and then we'll color the rest in black. Let's go ahead and draw the nose in between the eyes. So in here, we're going to start with a little curve from left to right, and we're going to take these 2 points and curve in towards the middle. So curves in, that, and we'll color that in black. From here, let's draw the top edge of the mouth. So we start from the center, drawing a curve that goes down and up underneath the left eye. And we'll curve down and out towards the right eye. And then we're going to draw a little bit of a bracket just to show the ends of the mouth. So little brackets like that. Let's give Pikachu some fangs. So on the side here, on the bottom of this curve, I'm going to draw 2 lines coming down, almost like a V. Draw the same thing on the right side. Now, from here, we're going to have to draw in the bottom of the mouth. And I'm going to make the mouth really big. They're going to curve down to a rounded point down here. But I want to overlay a tongue on top of the bottom of the lip. So right here on the left side, I'm going to curve down to right about here, leaving a gap in the middle. We'll go to the right side and draw the same thing. From here, I'm going to draw in 2 large fangs coming up. So from this point, I'm going to curve up and in. And I'll curve back and tuck that into the bottom of the lip. Draw the same thing on the right side. So curving up and in, and then curving out. From here, I'm going to draw the outside edge of the tongue. So from here, I'm going to do an overlap, curving out and around to the tip of the tongue. From here, I'm going to step up here. I'm going to draw the top of the tongue, coming around and back down to the tip. So curving around like this, down and then out to the tip. Now from here, we can go ahead and color this in a dark color afterwards. So from here, let's move up to the brow area again. In the middle here, I'm going to draw a little curve like this, just to show that the eyes are kind of coming in and squishing in. On the top here, we want to show that the brow sticks out. So just above the left eye, I'm going to draw a curve like this. On top of the right eye, we'll do the same thing. Now we're going to give him a rounded head, but we're going to transform the ears into almost like horns. So on the side of the head, beside each eye, I'm going to start with a curve, just for the sides of the head, for the temple. From here, up here, we want to draw the top of the head, but we're going to leave a little gap on the sides to tuck the ears in. So from left to right, I'm just going to draw almost like a flattened curve like this. Now we're going to draw in the ears. Now I'm going to draw 2 curves coming up to the tip of the ears. So starting at the top, on the left side, I'm going to curve down so that the head overlaps that ear. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So starting in the middle, we'll curve out and then tuck that back in. From here, I'm going to start the bottom of the ear just on the side of the temple here, but I want to add a little bit of fur to make him look like he's like a creature, like a monster. So on the side here, I'm going to step down, draw a curve going up, and I'll pull that back. I'm going to go up again, and I'm going to pull that back a little bit. Now from this point, I want to make my way to that tip with a curve, so it's tapering up to that point. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So starting on the bottom edge first for the fur, we'll go out and then tuck that back in, go out again, and then tuck that back in, just like we did here. Now from the tip, we want to make our way back to that fur line, just like that. And for the tips of the ears, we're going to draw that little separation, that little black line. So up here, we're going to draw a curve from the outside to the inside. We'll color that in black. Do the same thing on the right side. So starting on the inside this time, curving out. And we'll color that in black. Now from this point, I want to draw these big, huge arms that come across like this, and I'm going to give it some big claws like this. So from here on the side, we're going to draw the outside edge of the arm. So I'm going to do an overlap. So stepping up on the side of the head, we'll curve out to the side of the arm. On this side on the right, we'll do the same thing. So curving out towards the elbows, making sure they're roughly the same length. From here, I'm going to work my way up into the wrist. So from here, I'm going to go up, and we're going to draw some more fur coming down. And we're going to go back up again. Let's go to the right side and do the same thing. So curving up, curve down, we'll curve up again. Now from here, the arms are going to come down to the elbows and across to the claws. So what we want to do is draw the upper parts of the arms, and I want to bring them in this way. So on this side, I'm going to draw the top edge of the forearm with a curve. Let's take that and do the same thing on the right side. So curving in. We're going to step down on the left side and curve up towards the eye, just for the upper arm area. Now we're going to layer in the fingers. We'll start with the thumb on the left side. Starting up here, we're going to step in a little bit so there's a little overlap. Curve up. We're going to curve down. So this is the knuckle going into the tip of the thumb. From here, we're going to curve back so it gets a little bit wider. We're going to do an overlap. We're going to curve down and bowing out towards the left side. Now this is where we work in the fingers. So the fingers are going to be like this. We're going to have some overlapping claws. We're going to come up, we'll curve up and in. We're going to curve this back to the knuckle of the first finger. From here, I'm going to curve out in towards the hand. From here, we're going to step in, we're going to draw that same thing layered in behind here. So step in here, curve to the second finger, and we'll pull that back like that. We're going to step up again to the third finger. Now from here, I want to merge in to that point of the elbow. So taking this point here, and curve right in to that finger like that. Let's take that and draw the exact same thing on the right side. Now this is a really simple way to draw cool looking claws. So from here, I'm going to step in, draw the point to the knuckle of the thumb, and then curving down. We sort of want to try to make these a little bit consistent and balanced from left to right. So from here we're going to curve up. Now this line connecting the thumb to the index finger, like that. We're going to draw the inside of the first claw. So coming up, we'll curve back down. From here, now we're going to layer in the fingers. So curving up, we'll step in, curve out to the second finger, curve that back up. Step in, curving out to the final finger. Now from here, we're going to connect to that elbow with a curve that goes out like this. Just close that gap off there. Okay, so we've got the arms. Let's get into the lower body and the feet. So along here, I'm going to have the body really stout, so I don't want to change the shape of the body too much. So right here along the bottom, I'm going to draw the lower torso. So just a curve from left to right like this. This will be our starting point to draw in the feet. So on the left side here, I'm going to step in and draw the inside part of the leg to the heel. From here, I'm going to curve out to the first toe. So toe like this, and I'm going to make the toes really pointy. From here, I'm going to curve up. Now, similar to how we did the fingers, I'm going to step up here, draw the second toe. From here, I'm going to curve this back up. We'll draw the third toe, this. Now from here, I want to bring this back in, but I need to sort of settle in somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the top edge of the leg and the knee coming out this way. So right about here, I'm just going to draw a curve going across the top of the foot like that. From here on now, I can take this point and curve that and tuck that in underneath the leg. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So right here, I'll curve down the inside part of the right leg and then curve out towards the first toe. We'll curve up the first claw. Stepping up, we'll curve the second toe. We'll curve that up. Up here, we'll step up to the third toe. Now, again, we're going to need that top part of the leg. So right here, we curve across like that. And we'll just tuck in that toe underneath. The final step, we're going to draw a big tail up this way, but we're going to make it look really furry. So along this point, it's going to look almost like a lightning bolt. It's going to come up to a point, back, and then up again. So right here, I'm going to draw a curve going up. And we're just going to draw a series of little furry lines. So going up again, then we'll curve in. Now we'll make our way across to there. Now we're going to go up with a long line to the tip of the tail. curve back down, curve up, down, up, and we'll come down quite further, go up with a short line. Now we're going to bring this in behind the body like that. The final step are the cheeks. So we're going to draw 2 ovals on either side of the eye. Starting on the left, draw a little oval there, and on the right, an oval there. And that is pretty much it. There is our Pikachu transformation. I hope you enjoyed this art challenge. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.